Good morning and welcome to America's Home Cooking. I might be pronouncing this word wrong, but anyway, I'm going to say Chaurice sausage. This is a Creole Cajun sausage that's spicy, and that's what I'm going to make meatballs with today. This is a sausage that I did show you, I think, how to make. If I remember correctly, yes, I did. It's not in a casing, so I have mine in patties. And you can see there's a lot of seasonings in this one. I'm going to tilt you down in a bit. Just want to clean my hands. Now, I'm going to be making meatballs with this. But the one thing I'm not going to do this time is because I don't want to put them in the pan and just make a mess. So I'll put the oven on and put them on a greased baking sheet, which I have here. I'll make the meatballs and then I can just leave them in there 10 minutes and then take them out, and they're right where I want them to be. Now, I don't want these to fall apart. So I'm going to be adding some wheat germ. I might as well turn you down so you can see. I think that's about 1/4 of a cup. I'm going to add an egg into this because I want them to hold somewhat together. And the wheat germ has all the B's and the minerals, so I don't have to worry about that. And let's see if I can get you higher. Oh, God. That's about anywhere between 1/4 and 1/2 cup. I might be adding more. It just depends upon how it comes together. I just want to make sure it holds together. Now, I didn't want it in the casing so I could do things like this with it. And on top of that, I do not know how to clean casings. And I need to learn how before I do that. And once I learn to do that, well, you know I'm going to get a smoker then. And that's going to take about 1/2 cup of wheat germ. I want to make sure these hold together. I knew I was going to have to put an egg in to bind them. And that's the whole object of it. Okay, so you need more. Now this also, I think, would make a great hamburger as well. I'm not going to lie to you, I think this sausage would be excellent. Now the tomato sauce, what am I going to put on in the tomato sauce? The same seasonings that I made the sausage with, because I want to bring that flavor up really good. I'm not adding any more wheat germ, then it'll taste like wheat germ. But when they put them in casings and stuff, they put other stuff in it. And like I said, I'd rather get away from as much of that as I can. Unless it's an absolute must, I'm not using it. Or I'll just cut it out of my diet and say, well, I'm not going to make it. I'm going to turn my oven on. Take the broiled pan out to 425. Because they're only going to be in there 10 minutes. That's all it's going to be. And then we're going to turn this off. They're not going to go back in there. You just need it just to get them cooked. And they don't have to be cooked all the way. They'll be part. Now, if you want to do it in a pan, you can. It's just that I just don't want to do that. I want to get them all done at once because I still have pasta to make. You can make them any size you want. I'm making mine this size. Just letting you know. You're gonna feel a little moist, but I know the egg will cook, and then it will start, you know, firming up better. And when we put them in the tomato sauce, they'll finish cooking there. I don't know if 2 or 3 people are eating today. I don't know, one son's going out. I know one's going to work, but I don't know if the other one's working today or is today a day off. If you have more people, make smaller meatballs. I'm going to get, I think, 12. And that's more than enough for us. So, my sons will probably tell me, Mommy, it's so good, why didn't you make more? I divided the sausage up into 3 pounds. I mean into 1 pound. I made 3 pounds. But the reason I know sausage doesn't have to be encased, my mother used to buy it and have to season it up, and she'd make patties when we had sausage in the morning. And here they are, right there. So let me get the other ingredients out, because I have a can of tomato sauce already, and I will be back. Okay, while the oven's heating up, we need an onion mince. You're asking, what am I peeling off on the side here and not putting in my compost? Because I have a container, I am collecting these. When you dehydrate peelings, you wash them and dehydrate them and grind them up, it leaves a smoky flavor, a nice smoky onion flavor. All right, we're going to put them in now. I'm at 425, and we're only going to do this 10 minutes and then take them right back out. Be 9 after the hour. Okay, this skin is already turning. That's why I always take the extra layer of skin next to the skin. Look how it's acting. You see, it's becoming rubbery. Always do that. People say you're wasting onion. No, I'm not wasting onion. Have you ever gone and somebody cooked and you found the onion and you couldn't break it down and chew it? That's one of the problems. All right, go ahead. Fall apart. You see, people will take Italian sausage and cook it, and they'll make meatballs, and they serve that together. And my thing is that if I make this sausage, why can't I sit there and cook with it and make meatballs out of it? You know, different ones, different flavor, different things. Now, I don't have my husband's hot peppers. I use them. So I'm going to have to put red pepper flakes in this and cayenne and try to get that heat up. As I said, this is going to be a bit on the spicy side because it is Cajun. And if you've ever been down there in Louisiana, you know their food is delicious and spicy. You just want to keep on eating. Okay, we're going to have to add some parsley to this. Whoa, I don't need that much. I should be fine for what I'm doing. Oh, somebody's upset outside. Oh my God, these onions are really fresh. Do keep an eye on the clock, timing the meatballs, or you overcook them, they're going to be tough, and that's not what you want. You want them moist because you're still going to be cooking in the tomato sauce. How many garlic? I have no idea. It just depends on how much garlic flavor you wish in yours. Because remember, I'm winging this dish. I made the sausage and my mind started going click, click, click. What about this and what about that? You know, and I started doing that and I started thinking, and I can't help it. It's something that we do when we get in the kitchen. We start bringing these flavors together. And believe you me, your family will get up. They will get up. Be better framed because they want to know what you're making. And the smells will get them up. I'm going to be putting 5 in. I don't know if they still do this to this day, but my father would come home at 5:30, close the shop up, 5. He'd be home at 5:30. We already had to be in the house at that point when he came home, and we all ate dinner together. My father was very punctual. He wanted dinner by 6 o'clock. When he got up at 4 in the morning, got the paper, he would sit there, and I did not realize how much of a demanding man he was. My mother did all the beating in the house. I could literally say that. We were always getting whipped. I caught her one time punching my father too. I mean, she was a tyrant. But he demanded a lot of things of her. And He liked order. A lot of order. So when he got up at 4, she had to be up by 4:30. He was out of the house by 6:30. We were up by 7. We were out of the house by 7:30. And she would drive us to school. We got older, we had to be out of the house earlier. School for me in high school started at 7:30 and not until 3:30. Holidays? The first holiday we got was Thanksgiving. And that was Thursday and Friday and school Monday. Christmas? We went to the 24th, unless the 24th landed on the weekend. So we would have to, whatever, if the 23rd was on Friday, that we went to school to that day. The 24th was on Friday, we went to school on Friday on December 24th. And we didn't come back until the 3rd of January. And if the 3rd landed on a Saturday or Sunday, that Monday we were in school. Didn't get another holiday. We did not get holidays at all. Those were the 2 holidays we got. We spent a lot of time in. I remember when we had, when we were talking about Mother's Day and Father's Day, and I asked, well, do they have a Children's Day? And my mother said, you don't need one, and every day is your day, because you play and everything every day. And I remember when they made Grandparents' Day, and now they got every day is a day for somebody. We didn't get a lot of time off from school. We went to school till May 25th. We came back half a day on the 28th to get our report cards, and that was it. School started September 3rd. We were going to be there. I mean, the way they get holidays, my son was barely in school and he got a holiday. I said, what do you get holidays? He said, they gave us a holiday. And then we noticed that they weren't being taught, really. We weren't taught basics. I'm putting some oil in the frying pan because these we're going to saute. We've got to get these meatballs out soon. 1 more minute and they will be coming out. It might be less than a minute, so I'll have to wait and see. Now, if you want to make a hot sauce, when these are sauteed, throw some red pepper flakes in. That'll get the heat up in a hurry. Okay, time for them to come out. Cancel your oven. It's a hot day. You don't want it running any more than you have to. And here they are, and they are not done. Let's see if I can get you over here. I know you're going to get dizzy from everything I'm doing. I need some tomato paste. You got a tip. see, I want to carry the flavor through the sauce that's already in these meatballs. So that's why I'm doing it this way. Where did I put my stock? I'm actually doing everything behind you so you can see what I'm doing up front here. I just can't put everything in one area. I'm going to put in about half a teaspoon of red pepper flakes for this and let them start getting hot. Now this actually, what we're doing here is sauteing. Sauteing is just like the beginning of cooking your vegetables, and that's all it is. I know a lot of the older people already know these terminologies, but for the young ones that are learning or aren't unsure of what they're doing in the kitchen, they just mimic what they remember. These are the terminologies you have to learn. I hear too many people not using the terminologies, and it just, you become crippled in the kitchen. You can't read recipes because you don't understand what they want, and then you have to do all the looking it all up, and then you get discouraged. If you have somebody using the terminologies while they're doing it, and they're telling you what they're doing while they're doing it, it helps you to be a better cook and to learn. You see how the onions are getting soft and translucent? And believe you me, you can smell the peppers. Now this is tomato sauce. I've got 2 cups here. And this one I can. When you see these jars, this is what I've canned. I shouldn't have to tell you that. I made some butternut squash yesterday, and this is the water I strained after I was done. There's no salt in it. I'm just going to add it in here for flavor. I'm not going to waste it or throw it down. I already told you about this. You already know what this is. This is gelatin. Gelatin has no flavor, so therefore I'm putting that in to help the joints. And as you can see, as it gets hot, it starts to melt. But if it's cold, it'll gel up real quick. I know I'm going to be adding some tomato paste. Let's get this other stuff in. I don't leave bay leaves whole and pull them out. We just break them up. Bay leaves have antitoxins and stuff in them that you need to help with the digestive system. If you've ever had a baby who has colic, and colic is gas, because they've sucked so much air and they haven't put food in, this relieves that pressure on them. I'm going to put a good teaspoon of thyme in here. This is cayenne pepper, like I said. This is where you adjust your heat. If it's too hot and you say, oh God, I made it too hot, I have to throw it out. No, just add some butter to it. Butter will cut that heat. And this is my sage, my salt blend. Here's vegetable stock. Then I'm going to add my tomato paste to thicken this up. Oh Lord, I think I made it a little too hot. So I'll be putting get the butter out. You're gonna need it. Oh, my nose is running hard. Oh, I cannot wait to have this. I need, I'll use this time. Remember, these meatballs are not completely cooked, so we're going to finish cooking them in this sauce. That's why I said 10 minutes only. If you cook them all the way in there and then you put them in here, they're going to be tough. I might use Romano cheese on this. When I go to serve it, I think that might be better. Let me rinse this. taste to adjust to your taste buds. I really can't do that for you. I can adjust it for myself. It would probably depend upon what tomato sauce you use. I'm using mine, and there's nothing in mine. I don't even season it before I can it. I can it after I open it, because I never know what I'm going to use it with or what I'm going to mix it with. So if I had the pre-seasons, it makes it difficult. I would have to make another sauce just to put with this sausage, you see. So this is why I do it. Now I'm going to put this on the back burner. Put it over there on this burner, my mistake. And I'm just going to let that cook on simmer till those are done. So I don't know how long it's going to take for them to cook, but don't cook them until they're completely dried out. You cook them till they're done, and that's all. Because then you have that moisture, and then you have that warm tomato sauce, and you're going to have it over pasta, so you can see the combinations. And then you can sit there and decide if you want to put Parmesan or Romano together, or you want to use Romano, or you want to use Parmigiano, or maybe there's another cheese that you'd like to try, but it will give you an option of going in any direction. But these meatballs are actually a Creole Cajun meatball that we made, because we made the sausage and then we did this. So I will see you. I have to close this video down and get one for pasta for people who want to learn how to make pasta. So I'll see you in a bit.